Hello, welcome to my channel on Vintage Halloween. I have some more items I'd like to show you. I have many costumes. I have my helpers here today, so let's take a look. First off, I have a older costume here, skeleton. Show you. Kind of shows you how the costumes progress from this here, it's like a gauze, to plastic. Not sure what year that they started going to plastic costumes, but these are quite interesting. Bear with me, my camera's not the greatest, so I'll try to get it in the light. Here's the hood, went over your head. Here's the gloves. Two of them. I'm not sure what year this costume was made. I'm no expert on Halloween, so kind of just bear with me. The paint's starting to flake off of this. It's all painted on. It's kind of a tin mask. I bought these at the costumes and these at an auction probably, I don't know, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. I didn't pay a whole lot for them, maybe 25 bucks for all of them. You can see the tin. That's made out of tin. Here's another skeleton. The masks are like a gauze. This is pretty much about the same. Same as the other, larger. It's actually got a tag on it that says large. So these weren't made, these were actually purchased at a store, I'm guessing. See how they painted the legs. It's kind of like a silky, like muslin or something. This one here is quite unusual. The devil's costume apparently here. It's got the tail, but the graphics are just phenomenal. You can see that. I bought a lot of these Halloweens. I've been collecting for many years, and I never really had a whole lot of money. And when I did buy it, I had to borrow money to get them. But I just knew that they were rare. There's the front of it. See that? Here's the tail. It's got the gold going down the arm. Just a really neat example of an early costume. You can see that, or my camera's not real good on close-ups. Here's one of the gloves. It's missing one of them. See, it's probably seen many trick-or-treating. It's all faded out from getting wet. Here's the mask, but I don't think that went with that. Here's an example. It's like a homemade hat. Pirate's hat. Someone had made. And notice how the skeletons have changed over the years. Different designs. Here's a flag, I think, that was with that. Here's an older flag I bought at a farm auction. I didn't get it, and the guy in front of me got it. And I asked him if he'd take $1 for it, and he said yeah, he didn't want it. So I got it for $1. I'm not sure. This is like a muslin material, heavy muslin. Probably something you bought at the dime store. The skeletons are pretty neat looking. Kind of scary. You can see that. Halloween you can collect so many different areas of Halloween. These are models. If you can see them. Creature. These have all been used, put together. I went to an auction. I had all the boxes were inside in a box, and all the parts were outside in other boxes. So I had to buy both lots to get them and put them together. Dracula. These are made by Aurora. I'm guessing these out of probably like it says 1962. Here's some mummy. Here's old Frankenstein. I know they've reproduced these. I'm not sure what they even look like nowadays. You see that? Show you what they look like a little bit. Someone had put them together. If you had a mint in a box, they've been pretty neat. Worth quite a bit of money. So he's all in parts. They were all white and you painted them. I think I got the, I got the original paperwork for these, which is quite rare. Get that in there. There we go. It shows you. Yeah, there you go. Shows you how to put them together. If you can see that real good or not. I think all of them got some paperwork with them. Preacher here. Show you him. There he is again. Here he is, all in pieces. I'd never seen him again. Here's, show you his face. He looks like. There he is. I try to find and buy the better stuff. I've learned when you see it, buy it. You got to borrow it. But I've been burnt over the years, so he's got to be so careful. All the reproductions. They usually reproduce all the high-end stuff, so just be careful. Do your homework. And last, I got some Halloween postcards to show you. I've picked these up over the years at flea markets, and actually I bought a lot of them on eBay in 2000, 2001 when eBay first started coming out. You could actually buy a few of them. I really tried to do my homework and get them really pristine, no bending, breaking. And I always try to get them with the original, postal stamps. This one's 1911, so you know you're getting a genuine card. Sometimes you just look at the graphics and you can pretty much tell. Another one. I'll go through these kind of quick for you. This one doesn't have anything on it, but it's got a little writing. It's a witch. These are so neat because they got embossing on them. Again, very rare because paper to survive in this condition is amazing. Another witch. I hope you can see these. Again, postal stamps. I got several versions of these, were different, the cats and the pumpkins. Here's a pretty neat one there. Got the owl and the pumpkin. You can see that. Again, a lot of these are embossed. They really did things right back in the day. A lot of these are from turn of century, 1900s to 1920s. I think these are tuck. This is the original postal stamp, 1908. 1908. They had some great graphics. Here's another tuck, I think it is. There's so many examples of tucks. Yeah, tucks. Most of these have the 1-cent postal stamps on them. That doesn't always guarantee that they're original, but gives you a pretty good idea. I really tried to buy these almost in pristine condition. I've seen similar ones, but they might have a crack across the corner there, so I stayed away from them. I figured if you're going to spend the money, but I paid from anywhere from probably $10 to $30 for some of these. Now it's almost impossible to get a good deal on them. I've checked back on eBay several times and they go really high. There's another example of that, like a flying pumpkin, or it's another tuck. They got some yellow on them. That doesn't bother me unless they're real stained, real bad. There's another example, flying cats and pumpkins. Some of these were series cards. The pig eating a pumpkin. It's so hard to find just the card little on the whole series. If you're lucky enough, you do a lot of work and probably come across them. It's kind of neat graphics on that. The colors, and just amazing. I think I got 2 of them. Yeah, there's 2 of these cards here. There. 2 examples of this one. I think I drove like 100 miles for these 2 cards. Guy was going to sell me few albums, and he decided not to, and just sold me the Halloween ones, and these came from them. I think these were $5 a piece. That's another unusual one. And last, a witch and a white owl. So the graphics are so neat on these. Again, it's got the postal date stamped on them. It's kind of neat too. They have the writing on them. You can read that. So that wraps up another video. Thanks for stopping by. Check out my other videos on Vintage Halloween. And have a great evening.